Hi everyone, welcome to weekly spirit messages. So these are spirit messages for each zodiac sign for the week of the 13th of March 2023. Now this is a message for whether you're a sun, moon or rising. For each zodiac you can actually listen to all three. I always advise that you do so because then you'll have a little bit more of an in-depth reading that way. So this is a quick reading, just the prevalent energy for this week for each sign. Okay, Three of Swords has just popped out, and that just reminds me, because I just wanted to say actually this last week and still going into this week might have felt a little bit more difficult maybe than the rest of the month will be, because generally this month of March is actually very positive for everyone, depending obviously on which house each planet occupies within your natal chart. That will be looking different for each of us. But generally, this is a month of really good stuff happening. And at some point last week, Jupiter met Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer within astrology. So Jupiter is the lucky planet, one of the lucky planets, benevolent planets. So we might have felt a need to heal something. That need might have been a little bit easier to feel into, let's say, than maybe other times. Maybe it wasn't super emotional or super heavy, and yet it probably came up. So I thought this week I'll do a reading for all of us, for each zodiac sign, using the Friends tarot cards. If you're familiar with Friends, you'll know that this is a comedy show, very popular in the 90s. I think it started in the 90s and it has run through for a decade, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's a comedy show. I'm a fan, and so I thought let's bring some light energy from Friends within this reading to help us go through any sort of wounding that might have come up this last week and still going into a little bit of this week. Excuse me. Okay, so first we're starting with the first 6 zodiac signs from Aries to Virgo. And we're asking Spirit, what do we need to know for this week? What do we need to keep in mind? What's the prevalent energy? How can Spirit help us go through this week? Okay. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Okay, let's see what's coming up for us all. Aries. Okay, Aries, you have 9 of Wands, and we have the character of Ross from Friends. You can see that he's super tired here. And actually, let's see what it says. The resilience of modern Homo sapien. Okay, so you've been working hard, Aries, and I don't feel like this is a message to say stop working hard. It's to say that you're going in the right direction. Stay resilient, stay focused. You can do this. This, I feel, week will be a little bit of a threshold for you that you'll be walking through between a little bit of doubt, maybe a little bit of exhaustion, but you're moving towards success. So all the hard work that you've been putting into your project, your life, whatever it is, it's a general reading, so it could be completely different for everyone. This is not the week to give it up. Okay. Now, of course, self-care is very important. So please, please look after yourself, but don't give up, because your energy is not being wasted at all. This is actually something that you're building for the future. So that's your message for this week, Aries. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Taurus, you have the Knight of Swords, and we've got, who is this? No, that's not Monica. Is it Monica? It's either Monica or um oh, I forgot her name now. Janice? Yeah. So Knight of Swords, this is a week of quick turns and decisions and fast movements, fast sort of pace to whatever is happening. And so this week might need you to make a decision on the spot. Um, I suppose that's not something that you're a fan of, Taurus, because steady wins the race. I would say is probably the Taurus motto usually, but this is not the time to employ that motto, because your quick decision making will be actually needed. Something might turn around pretty fast. Um, and it's just meant to be that way. So I suppose this is just a preparation, just to say, just be aware of that, and don't be scared of making fast decisions. Sometimes they're just needed. Sometimes it's not the decisions that matter, or the choices that matter, but how quickly you make that choice. So that's a message for you, Taurus, for this week. Moving on to Gemini. The Hermit. Okay, Gemini, this is a week of self introspection for you. You really need to go inwards a little bit more. Have you been avoiding doing that, Gemini? You're a very social, outgoing sign. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were trying to comfort yourself with the company of others, your friends, your family, whoever brings you comfort. Social circumstances and social interactions usually do bring comfort to Gemini. But sometimes you gotta just sit down and really look into your soul, like Ross is with this little flashlight there. He's really going through the darkness, finding his own way out. Because as much as the comfort of others is nice, um, they won't have all the answers for us, because all the answers lie within. And Hermit teaches us to listen to our heart within in silence and solitude. So that's your answer for any sort of life questions that you might have this week, Gemini. Just sit down with yourself in solitude and really, really listen to what it is that you really want. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Eight of Wands. Okay, Cancer, things are really moving ahead faster than you think. So you might have been sitting there having a nice coffee, and then suddenly, boom, changes quickly approach, quicker than you expected. It's almost like to say, whatever you were expecting, not expecting, but whatever you were hoping for, working towards, you will see big returns this week. It's a week of also taking action. So if you've been thinking about taking action somewhere or launching something new, taking a new approach, perspective, meeting new people, whatever it is for you, Cancer, as it's a general reading, this is the week to do so. So don't hide within your shell. You will feel a little pull, because Spirit will push you towards, really getting out there and maybe opening up a little bit faster than you're used to. But it's for your own good, because it's time, Cancer. Okay, so that's the message for you for this week. To Leo. Leo. Okay. Will act for pennies. Look at poor Joey there. So we've got five of Pentacles, Leo, this week. This is a card of, a little bit of a victimhood, a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of feeling sorry for ourselves. But I love this card still, because Five of Pentacles really encourages us to really dig deep into our self-confidence, to basically dig ourselves out of this hole that we might have put ourselves in. Whatever your circumstances are, Leo, in life that would kind of fit this description and this card of Five of Pentacles, the feeling of lack and scarcity, what can you do to change that perspective? Maybe not perspective, actually, but sorry, I'm thinking more, what can you do to change that, to bring a different outcome into your life? Because there must have been something that you maybe have missed out, or you haven't thought about, you haven't taken into consideration, maybe out of fear, out of self-doubt, whatever it is. Dig deep and change the course, okay? But also, sometimes I feel the other message is it's okay to have a down time. Let yourself wallow a little bit if you feel like it. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, this week, continuing from last week, Jupiter was meeting with um, Chiron, so it was really encouraging us to heal any wounds that we still have ready to heal. So they really might have been coming up for you and continuing into this week. So if they do, don't despair. Just see what you can do to heal them. And whether it's changing perspective, changing your action, changing decisions, listening to your internal compass, telling you what to do next or what to do differently. It will be okay, Leo, honestly, please. Remember, nothing lasts forever, okay? And then we've got Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. For you this week, we have Ace of Swords. Virgo, this is a week of new ideas. So I always encourage people who watch these spirit messages to always listen to their Sun, Moon, and Rising sign messages, because that will give you a little bit of a deeper picture to the message that you're receiving. So Ace of Swords is the card of new ideas, new horizons, new approaches, new perspectives. Sword is obviously speaking about our mental body. So I feel like this is going to be a week of breakthrough, mental breakthroughs for you, Virgo. If you've been feeling stuck in, I don't know, whether it's an emotional state or something more material like a job or project at a job, or, fill in the blanks. This week, you'll come up with some new ideas and new opportunities will come your way as well. So it is almost like the blockages, our mental blockages, are being busted. Your mental blockages for Virgos are being busted this week. So that's the message for you, Virgo. Okay, let's just see what this is. Five of Cups. Okay, so Libra to Pisces, I suppose a general overall message. There is something about feeling a little bit lackful. So Five of Cups is, is the card that talks about our emotional feeling of unfulfillment and kind of dissatisfaction, maybe a little bit of a betrayal. So let's see how we can overcome this week. This might have been just an extra message for someone who's watching, as it's a general read for all zodiac signs. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Leave what doesn't, sorry. Okay. Starting with Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, Libra, so this week we have, well, you have Six of Pentacles. Week of spending money, but maybe also oversharing, overspending, overgiving, based on your actual resources available. So I feel like there are a couple of messages here. Take what resonates, as it's a general reading for all Libras that watch this video. Be mindful with your spending. That's one message. Make sure that you are actually looking after your finances and you're not spending above your means. The other message is, if you feel generous, I feel like some of the Libras listening might actually have quite an excess of whether it's material excess or, an excess of love that they just want to share with others. This is a good week to do so. If you feel generous, then please be generous, whether it's for yourself, for someone else. Just, have fun this week. Spend some money, spend some time, in a way that maybe you weren't able to do for a little while before. This is the week for you to share yourself with others, your skills, your talents, your yourself. Even maybe spend some time with friends, right? So, but yeah, if you're the Libra who maybe doesn't have an excess to give, to share with others, and please just watch what you're spending your money on this week. Moving on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Scorpio, you have the Two of Wands. So this is not a week to be actually taking decisive action yet because it's still being built. So spend this week on planning, thinking, contemplating, maybe create some sort of a vision board as to where you want to be in life, write down some actionable steps that you could employ going forward. This is not a time of taking action. This is time of having the plan set up and waiting for the right time for those plans to come in. I mean, for opportunities to come in, for those plans to be realized. Also looking at this card, obviously we can see a little globe. So I feel like another message that might be relevant for other Scorpios is to plan and think about and envision places you'd like to go to. Let yourself dream. Let yourself look into the future, I suppose. Whatever it is that you come up with this week will most likely come true, but it just needs a little bit of planning. So where do you want to go? Have you been on holidays yet this year? I know it's still a start of the year, but it's never too early or too late for a holiday, I think. So that's a message for you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Six of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius. So there might be some past coming into your consciousness this week. It could be an actual physical person coming and visiting you or sending you a message. It could be a memory from your past that pops up this week. There's something that needs resolving. There's something that needs reviewing that will be showing up itself to you this week. So this week is a little bit of a time for contemplation or revisiting past situations, circumstances, people, past ideas. I feel like it will be quite healing actually this week because whatever comes up, even if it's uncomfortable emotionally, it comes up for the purpose of us healing it. And it can only be healed if we let it come out, right? And we maybe start thinking about it and really addressing whatever it is that we need to address. Full week of memories for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Oh, goody. This week, Capricorn, we have the Sun for you. So, I mean, what is it to say other than it will be a beautiful week for you to, for anything really. Very positive, very uplifting, full of great opportunities, full of love, full of fun and laughter with other people, success, great things are coming. So even if something is looking a little bit bleak right now, don't worry, it will all turn around. So perfect. That's for you, Capricorn. Very short and sweet this week. Thank you for watching. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We have the Knight of Pentacles for you. This is a card maybe that not everyone loves, but it's actually so positive, I feel, because it tells us about our solid work that might take a long time, but it brings so much in return. eventually. So yes, Aquarius, there will be some focus and commitment needed on your side this week if you want to see some things changing or happening for you, whatever it is that is on your mind, whatever it is that you're working through, as it's a general reading. This is a week of dedication and really committing your energy to that goal. So don't give up. Your energy is needed and commitment for the results that you're looking for. So that's a message for you, Aquarius. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Beautiful. We have the World, Pisces. The World is the card of completion. So you've been going through a specific cycle for quite a while, but it is coming to an end now. And this week is the culmination. So if there's been anything on your mind, specific, if it's a small specific situation, or whether that pertains to your life as a whole, a bigger picture, something that you've been working on, it's coming to completion. The cycle that you've been living in for a while up until now is really finishing and things are turning around. It is time for new beginnings for you, Pisces. So that is really, really positive message for you this week, Pisces. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.